am excited to be here, and I want to thank all of you for showing up. I'm sorry that you're crowded back there. Please, if you can, step in along the sides. Come on in. Wonderful to have this kind of support, but I'm not surprised. 14 years ago, I stood up here and was excited about the opportunity to introduce a new head coach. There's been a lot of water under this bridge. A lot of things have happened. Hard to believe that we're standing in this beautiful building and we get a chance to introduce another wonderful man and leader of this program. We have had a remarkable month searching for this person. We had a wonderful array of applicants, very, very strong. You should all be proud because you were part of making this a good place to be and capturing an audience that really saw the excitement and the possibilities here. It was a quality pool. There were some wonderful people that we met. I want to take this moment to thank Jeff Stapleton, who really worked hard with me in the beginnings of this search and stepped in when I was doing this other job that I have, flitting around the country. And by the way, it was not that great. The pay is terrible. But I really appreciate that. It couldn't have been done without his help. Obviously, of the 77 applications that we had for this job and the myriad of other inquiries, we had an opportunity to really drill down and find a quality candidate. And I am so proud and so excited about what is in front of you, and I think it's just going to be a wonderful experience. We had a lot of support along the way, and I reach out my thanks to friends of the program and obviously to our trustees who were very important to us. And I would introduce now President Gaffney, who is going to take the honor of introducing our newest head coach. President Gaffney.
So we stand this afternoon in the Champions Hall named for Leon Hess, the newest member of the New Jersey Hall of Fame, a great sportsman himself. And as we sit here and we think about him and the great men and women who have been through this building already, I am honored to welcome trustees, faculty, administrators, staff, coaches, student athletes, students, blue and white members, alumni, friends from the Binghamton Patriots high school team, classmates and teammates, members of the press corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I've been reading, where's Steve Edelson? Steve, sorry you're going to get singled out here right from the beginning. I've been reading, sometimes accurately in articles by you and Tony, and I've even read blogs, God save me for that. And I've been receiving emails and phone calls from every sort of important person in every walk of life, not just head coaches, but elected officials, and you can name it. They've called me from across the country to talk about the head coaching job, men's head coaching job here since it was advertised. Finally, all the wild speculation, the cajoling, and some serious arm twisting are behind me and behind Maryland. We are at peace with the world, I would say, right? Since 2:45 yesterday afternoon. After considering 77 formal applicants from across this great land, from a pool of truly extraordinary candidates, any one of a dozen of whom we would be proud to have as a head coach here. I'm proud to present to you today the son of Astor and Peggy, the husband of a former University of North Carolina varsity volleyball player, the father of Alexander, a native of Binghamton, New York, in fact, a Binghamton High School Patriot, the three-time Athlete of the Year by the Binghamton Press Sun Bulletin, a Gannett newspaper, Steve. A two-time New York state champion basketball team member as a player, Mr. New York Basketball in 1987, a McDonald's all-star, one of the great point guards of the modern era, and a standout with the fabled University of North Carolina Tar Heels under Coach Dean Smith. A participant in the Final Four in 1991, his team's most valuable player and co-captain in 1991, a radio and television major and a graduate of the University of North Carolina, an assistant coach of the Oregon Ducks, the Illinois State Redbirds, the Providence Friars, and the Vanderbilt Commodores. And you should know that a Commodore is 2 pay grades below a Vice Admiral. And I should note that all the Rices who coach Division I men's basketball will soon live within 5 miles of each other. It's another Rice, right? At the school down the road here. Ladies and gentlemen, Monmouth University Hawks' new head men's basketball coach, King David Rice. Coach Rice.
This is awesome. First off, I just want to thank President Gaffney and Dr. McNeil. I am blown away as I look out here right now. I can't stop smiling. My son has me on the clock, and he did a demonstration for the team this morning saying that I would be crying within 2 minutes. Okay? I'm going to try extremely hard not to cry just so I can give it back to him on our drive back home later today. Okay? First off, I just want to, I wouldn't be able to stand here before you today if it wasn't for 2 people in this room. My wife, Summer, has been awesome and supportive the whole time I've been searching for this dream. She's been with me since college, and she's been a great wife and a great mom. And I got the clock on my son because now he's looking like he might be crying. And Alexander, he's the pride of my life. I work hard to try to make him proud. There goes, I'm losing it, Xander. But they mean so much to me, and I thank them for being so supportive over the years. And this is just going to be a new journey, Alexander. We're going to meet new people, and it's going to be great. Second, I just want to say what's up to the guys that I met this morning. I am fired up to be your coach, guys. I already told them this morning that I love them, that I'm going to continue to love on them. I'm going to push them, but I do love them already because they're a part of, well, actually, I'm joining their family. And actually, I'm joining everybody in this room. This is your team, okay? And I'm asking that you welcome my family to your family. I totally understand what it means to be a part of Monmouth University. I'm very humbled. I feel very blessed that I have this opportunity. I am going to start very quickly at trying to get Monmouth back to the top of the NEC. When I met the guys this morning, they greeted me the right way, and I think that with their cooperation, and if they'll welcome our staff early enough, I think we can have success early. I believe in the young guys. Even though I haven't seen them on the floor yet, I watched some tapes this morning. I woke up at 5 o'clock just so I could have a little bit of feel of the team. I was extremely impressed with how hard they played, how they shared the ball, how no one ever hung their head in the games that I saw. And that makes you want to work with these kids already. I will be back up here on Monday to get started. And guys, I just can't wait for the opportunity to lead you. To all the fans and staff and faculty and all the people, all the alums, all the people that love this university, please understand that I am going to go at it very hard for you. If you see me somewhere, please come up and talk to me. I'm going to find you on campus. I'm going to invite you to our practices. I see this family, and it reminds me of our family at North Carolina. We invite all of us in. We want everybody to be a part of it because you've gone to school here. You've given your years here. You've taught students here. You've given your money. You've sent your kids. And I just want to be a part of that. So as we move forward, if you see me, please come talk to me. If you have an idea, not on the court, but off the court, don't hesitate to call me. Okay? The on-the-court stuff, we know everybody's a professional, but we're going to count on our staff and our players and the people close by for the on-the-court stuff. For the off-the-court things and the things in New Jersey and helping us learn the ropes of Monmouth University, please come forward and talk to me. All right? I want the new ideas. I'm not going to act like this is mine. This is yours. And President Gaffney and Dr. McNeil think that I'm the right guy to lead it forward. I'm not sure how everybody else does it when they have a press conference and they get introduced, but I want to thank the last staff. The last staff is, I'm feeling for them, I'm feeling for their families. Okay, Coach had done a great job for a long time. I know all of you guys love him, all right? He's going to be a friend of mine because I'm going to reach out to him and say hello and let him know that these young men that he brought here are in good hands. So please, and if he's watching, Coach, we are going to try to do everything the right way and push these young men that you believed in and brought them here and continue the things that you've been doing for the last 14 years. All right, so I just wanted to say that because I respect coaches. I know how hard this job is. I know you can have a lot of success and then you can get knocked down. You can get knocked down first and then have a lot of success. But I know he gave Monmouth University everything he had, and I take my hat off to him. I hope I can continue a lot of the things that he has in place here. And after saying that, I'm still just blown away. Like, I can't even believe. I thought I was going to see like 10, 15 people. And I'm like, wow, okay. But I thank you for coming. I'm extremely happy to be the basketball coach here. I am going to work every single day to the best of my ability to continue to bring the right type of young men to come in here, the right type of basketball players, the right type of students that you're all going to be very, very proud of. And I'm going to work extremely hard for you so you can say that our head coach is one of the hardest working head coaches in the country. He has one of the hardest working staffs in the country, and he has one of the hardest working teams in the country. Something that I told our kids this morning, and guys, I don't mean anything by calling you kids, you're young men, but you're 18 to 22. To everybody in this room, you guys are kids. Okay? So what I told them this morning is, we're going to have fun with this. Okay, sometimes I look at our team at Vanderbilt and I say, man, they don't look like they're having fun. When you're this age and you have this opportunity in front of you, you should be smiling. You're representing a great university. Every day you should be happy to be at Monmouth and be a part of this family. And we are going to have fun. You're going to see our kids smiling. You're going to see our kids being aggressive on defense. You're going to see our kids being aggressive on offense. But you're going to see them smiling. They're going to continue to do well in the classroom because we wouldn't have it any other way. That was one of the things I told them this morning is, please don't think that you can get over because our staff isn't all here yet. Please don't think that, all right? Because everybody in the room, I'm making a vow to you, if we don't go to school, the team will be running at 5 o'clock every morning. And I like to get up in the morning, but I don't like to get up at 4:30. Okay? So if they don't go to school, we were going to handle that. But other than that, I just want these guys to have fun. I had an unbelievable time at North Carolina with the people I played with the staff that I played for, and they're still friends of mine today. And that's what I want for these young men. So I thank everybody for taking time out of the middle of their day. I'm humbled, I'm honored to be your basketball coach, and we are going to be at the top of this league as soon as we can possibly get there. Championships are supposed to be hung at Monmouth, all right, in this league, and we are going to hang championships together with all of everybody's help. Thank you.
We will open this to questions just momentarily, but a couple more things that we would like to do here. We definitely want to welcome Summer and Alexander, and would you come on up? And we have some gear for you. We know you need a ball.
All right, brother.
And some articles in here, so all ready?
What'd you say? Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone. Alexander gets a little shy in front of big crowds, but he already told me he knows the whole building already, because when I was meeting with the team, he walked around and met some of you. He showed me where the soda machine was. It was the wrong one, so he took me to the other one. But he's going to have a lot of fun. If you see him around getting into anything, grab him by his collar, because his dad doesn't play that, and pull him over to it and just let him know that you saw that and you're going to tell his dad.
Well, we do have family here, and I think you see there's so many wonderful people in the room, and you are very welcome into the family, and I know they will make you feel welcome, but thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
There's more stuff in here for you too, so, but...
And you will see me wearing it every day. You probably won't see me without it on. Once in a while I have to go like this, but I went out and got some ties, and every day, everybody said, hey, nice tie. And I have to tell you, Summer picked it out. She picked it out.
So we would be happy to open this to questions for any of you.
Talk just a little bit about your offensive, defensive philosophies.
Yes. Well, from being at a very young age, I was taught that defense is the way to go. That's how you're going to win championships. As a player, I wasn't very good on the offensive end, so I really focused on defense. That was the way I could get on the court at North Carolina. So we're going to play a very aggressive, right guys? Very aggressive man-to-man defense. We are definitely, once I get to see the guys on the court, they were so fired up about it. We're going to extend down the floor. We're going to be aggressive in your face defense. I think that's important, especially right now. A lot of coaches are doing different things. When you talk to a lot of coaches, there's concern on how much the guys know about the game and know how to play. Most kids know how to play with the ball, so we're gonna get after them and make them play without the ball also. So we're going to be very aggressive on defense. On offense, I've been very fortunate because I played for Coach Smith, and Coach Smith was one of the best basketball minds ever. Okay, if you ask anyone, they will tell you that. Well, I've been fortunate to be around another guy named Kevin Stallings. And Coach Stallings, next to Coach Smith, and I've been around a lot of pro coaches and a lot of college coaches, a lot of great high school coaches. Coach Stallings' offensive basketball mind is incredible, just like Coach Smith's. So I'm going to bring a lot of the things that we did at Vanderbilt here. First, we're going to sprint the ball up the floor. We're going to pitch it ahead, and we're going to let these young men that we have in front of us use their talents. We're just going to throw it up there. We're going to throw it to them, and I told them if they can get a good shot within 5 seconds, that's what we're going to do. They told me they wanted to run. That's what I want to do. So we're going to get down the floor, get a quick shot if it's a good shot. And then we're going to be based with motion offense like we did at Carolina. And I already showed them on the board a couple of things that I would teach them. So we'll be motion offense, but I'd be a fool if I didn't use a lot of the things offensively that Coach Stallings uses. Okay, and I'm telling you, I'm not a fool. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not that. So I'm going to bring our offense from Vanderbilt. I'm going to bring our set plays from Vanderbilt, which a lot of people don't understand because we have a lot of success on the offensive end. We average over 80 points a game. We score the basketball, okay? That's what we do. So we're going to bring, I told the kids at Vanderbilt this year, we had about 85 plays. Okay, they went, 85? And I told them we'll probably only use 15, but we have 85 ready, just in case we need them. If I need to help them score, I'm capable of helping them score. But I also want to give them the freedom. That's why we brought them here. When I was in college, I did not shoot the ball well. Some of you probably saw and was like, he should never shoot, okay? Well, when you're a kid, that hurts you. That hurts you. And I couldn't shoot, so I understood that it was better for me to pass it to Hubert Davis for him to shoot, because he could really shoot, or to Rick Fox or J.R. Reed. So I explained to the guys, it's okay if you're not the best shooter, be a good teammate, and pass it to the guy that can make it. So we're going to open it up for them, though, let them have as much freedom as they can handle. And if I need to help them score, we're going to have some unbelievable set plays. My background recruiting this region. I like that question, okay, because a lot of people look at things and they say, well, this person's from Jersey, he should get this, and this person can recruit here, and this person can do this, and this person can do that. I'm from upstate New York. I made the McDonald's game, okay, from upstate New York. I chose North Carolina, down in North Carolina. I coached at the University of Oregon. I've also coached at Illinois State, and now I've coached at Vanderbilt. I think the country has been covered. I've been everywhere, okay? Now, me having success up here, my first recruit ever was to Illinois State. His name is Jamar Smiley. He played at Long Island Lutheran. They won the state championship when he was a senior in high school. Georgetown, St. John's, everybody wanted this kid. He left New York and came to Illinois State as a state champion. First time ever recruiting, I win in New York. We have a guy on our team right now named Lance Goulburn. Lance is from Brooklyn, went to the Hun School. Louisville, all the Big East, Syracuse, everybody, Rutgers, Seton Hall, they were going crazy for him. Lance said no to everybody and came down to Vanderbilt. This past year, we had Rod Odom up here. And we don't come up here a lot. We come up here for the right kids at the right time. Rod Odom, Louisville, all the Big East schools, West Virginia, even Arizona. He chose Vanderbilt. One common thread in all those situations, I was the lead coach recruiting them. I would love to come up here more often when I was at Vanderbilt, but Coach Stallings didn't want me to come up here all the time. There was kids in our area or kids other places, so we didn't need to come up here all the time. But we've had a lot of success when we came up here. Being able to recruit is about relationships. I have relationships with all kinds of coaches in the Northeast. Everywhere around here I have coaches. One of the coaches from Rice High School called me 2 days ago before I got the job, telling me that he has a player for me already. Our whole league is recruiting this kid. King, I'm sending him to you if you want him. Another coach from St. Benedict's called me 2 days ago. Rashawn, he's a Duke guy, I'm a Carolina guy. We're both basketball guys. We treated each other with respect. He called me before I got the job asking me to come to his gym so he can introduce me to everybody. That's what recruiting is about. It's about relationships. I have extremely strong relationships all over the country, really strong relationships up here. New York Panthers, Gary Charles, he coached Jamar Smiley. Gary called me last night. Everybody's reaching out because through my travels, I've always treated these guys the right way. Not only when they have a player, but when they don't have any players, I still go see them and just say hello, see how you're doing. So now I have a, have a relationship with them, so they want to help me. Recruiting is a funny thing. If you don't touch people, they will not send you their kids. I touch everybody in this game. Even when I wasn't recruiting up this way, I still built the relationships, and I have strong ones all over the country. I think you will be able to see pretty quickly that our recruiting is going to be very strong. Thank you.
Have you given much thought to your coaching staff yet?
Yes, I have. This has been an unbelievable thing. Before I even got the job, I was getting calls, and I was getting everybody in the country telling me, congratulations, you finally did it, you did it, you did it. And I was trying to slow everybody down because I was with President Gaffney and the Board of Trustees the other night, and everybody's texting my phone telling me, great job, you got it, you got it. So on the ride back from dinner, I said to President Gaffney, I was like, well, I'm excited about this, and I kind of gave him every opportunity to say, Coach, you're my guy. I really did, and I know how sharp he is. He's way sharper than I am, so I know he was probably like, this kid thinks he's going to get me. But I gave him every opportunity just to say, I won't even say anything really, but just hoping, because everybody's telling me I already had the job, and he said, well, if we do this in a couple of days, it's going to be good. Have a great meeting tomorrow. And then I got out of the car and said goodbye. Okay? So I tried to slow everybody down, but it's been unbelievable. I'm scared to look at my phone right now because I'm sure I've had over 300 either calls or texts about jobs. Coach Patino texted me out of the blue yesterday to recommend someone. Kevin Willard texted me out of the blue. The young man might be here right now that he was texting me about. Okay? But I have some people that I'm very close to. I don't really want to say their names right now because they are employed at other places. I've spoken to one of their bosses, and he was fine. If the person wants to come, he said it's okay. Another guy is a teammate of mine from Carolina, and I haven't talked to him yet about the guy that I want to take off of his staff. There's a young man at Vanderbilt with me who his name is Sam Ferry, and I'll say Sam's name because Sam is committed to come, but then Coach Stallings told me yesterday that I had to wait a minute before I hired Sam because since he lost me, there's another one of our coaches getting ready to interview at Loyola Chicago this morning, and another coach getting ready to interview at Dayton this morning. So Coach thought he was losing one guy, now he might lose three. So the young guy on the staff might have to stay. I know Sam wants to come with me, as he said this morning, but if Coach Stallings tells me no, then I have to leave that alone because Coach Stallings has helped me get to this point. So if he needs me not to do something, then I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to talk to a couple of people. There's some people here that I think are very sharp guys. I'd like to talk to some of the guys on the staff before just to see where their heads are at. And I also would like to try to help them if it doesn't work out with me. See, I understand how this business works because I've been an assistant a long time. And when the head coach goes down, usually the head coach gets a little package that helps him move on. Well, a lot of times assistants don't get that. So I'm concerned for those guys. I have friends that are sitting in those seats right now that don't have a job right now. So I'm going to sit down with these guys here. If something could work out, it will work out. If something can't work out, I will work extremely hard to try to help them because I'm a basketball guy and I don't want to see any coach not have a job.
So your early thoughts on your roster and the 3 kids you signed that come later next year?
On the roster, I've looked at it. I don't know the guys yet. I told them I will get their names and know them quickly. Just after watching that game, I am excited, even more excited when I watched this morning. Like I said, guys played extremely hard. That's because of coach. That means they've been coached the right way. Guys shared the ball. That's because of coach. They've been coached the right way. They weren't hanging their heads. So I'm very optimistic that we could have success with the team we have right now. I think it's going to take a lot of hard work. I don't know if they understand how hard it's going to be. But if they will do the things that we're asking them to do, which are a lot of the things they've already been doing, I think we can have success. The new guys coming in, I heard that they were very, very good players. I'm looking forward to calling them. I will have talked to all the parents of the players before Saturday. I'm just going to reach out to everybody, so I'm hoping that they are going to still come. And I hope that their families are happy that I'm the coach. And what I try to do is build relationships with the kids. And I'm excited about everybody here. Something else that excites me is we have 5 seniors this year. That means there's 5 guys that are a little bit older. And if you watch the NCAA tournament, you watch the teams with the older guys have the success. Why shouldn't that be our team next year? Why shouldn't that be our team next year? And what you'll find about me, a lot of coaches say, hey, don't set the bar too high, don't start. Well, I'm a guy, I'm going to set it high because I'm going to go after it, and I want to be at the top. I'm not afraid to say that, okay? So I think we can, if everything goes right, we can have some success next year. And then we're going to build on it. Because when you have 5 seniors, they're just older and their bodies are more mature, they've been through more things, you can get them to win games. And then that makes it exciting because then you get to recruit 5 guys. And so it's not going to be 1 guy this year, 1 guy next year. We get to pick 5 kids to come to this beautiful university. There's going to be hundreds that want to come once they see what we're doing. But we're going to pick the right ones that represent Monmouth as a school first and then represent as a basketball player second.
First of all, congratulations, Coach, to you and your family. I want to know, how do you plan on generating excitement around the university for the basketball program?
Well, I talked to them about that today. I'm going to be everywhere first. Okay, me personally, I'm going to go everywhere. You're going to see me on campus. You're going to see me jogging around. You're going to see me checking classes. You're going to see me having meetings hopefully with the president. I know he's so busy, but with professors. I'm going to welcome them to come to our practices. I'm probably going to have some professors come on trips if they would like to, and they have the time to. Okay, we're going to include everybody in what we're doing. And I think when you do that, especially at a place, I mean, look at this room. Everybody loves it. So now if I include them, they're just going to talk about it because you already love this place. So you want to support it. The students want to support it. So I'm going to get out with the students if I have to. I'm going to go by the frat houses and talk to them, and everywhere that they are, I'm going to be there. And say, who's this weird coach coming around all the time? But I want you to come into the games. You are a student here. Why wouldn't you want to come? Okay? But I think our team has a responsibility to the students. And I told them this morning. If you walk around campus and your face is all frowned up, the students aren't going to talk to you. So I explained to them, let's smile all the time. Because then people want to know what you're smiling about, so they'll come talk to you. And then you say, I'm smiling because we got a game tonight, and I want you to come. And now you just open dialogue. Because when I was in school at North Carolina, I walked around scared to speak to the students because I just thought they looked at us differently. And they were looking at us saying, he's on the hoop team, he thinks he's so much. And we just never would talk to them. We're all at the same school. We all want us to do well. Why won't we talk to each other? That's unbelievable to me. So our team, smiling guys. Come on, guys. They frowning at me right now. No. So we're going to get out in the student body, and I'm going to expect them to recruit students to come. And if they're having fun, then they're going to recruit more students to come. They're your peers. Why wouldn't they want to come support you? So we're going to just get out in the community. We're going to talk to everybody, and that's how we're going to generate a buzz about our program. But then you have to back it up with good basketball. Okay? I could come and shake hands and do all that all day, and if our team doesn't play well, people aren't going to come. So we'll get them there by going out and touching everybody, but then our team is going to play aggressive, hard basketball. It's going to be fun to watch. We're going to win a lot. So you might want to tell your student friends to start coming now, because pretty soon it's going to be the toughest ticket around. Yes. Well, I told Dr. McNeil when this job first opened up, and just how this business works, when it gets around January, February, a lot of assistant coaches start looking at what jobs might be open. And I try not to get caught up in that because, like I said, that means a coach is getting fired. But this was one of the jobs that I had heard that it might happen. And when it did, I looked around and did a little bit of checking. And there were so many great names, I was like, man, I can't get that job. And when I think about Monmouth, I think about winning. I remember when Monmouth was in the tournament. Okay, so that was my first thing. I've talked to some other people in the league, and everybody says Monmouth is the best job in the league. They've been saying it for a while. Okay, when I came here, I was blown away. Everybody was saying, well, it's not the SEC. This is a big-time situation. Like, it's even more big-time than I ever thought. And like I said, I am honored and I am humbled that after the long search that I got picked. So when I thought about Monmouth, I thought it was a big-time situation. It reminds me of Vanderbilt because we care about academics first. Okay, so that reminds me the size of it, academics first, very solid basketball with the opportunity to take it to the highest level. So I've been excited about it since I heard about it, and I'm even more excited about it now.
Anything else? Well, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
You'll get a chance to talk with him we're going to try and take him up for another interview, but there'll be some more opportunities, and I really want to thank you very much for being here. I hope you can share with me my excitement and my real hope for a grand future for Monmouth men's basketball. Thanks so much.